Okay, hey, I wanted to share a few things that I can do now and some things that I cannot do now. And sometimes what I can and cannot do depends on if it's a good day or a bad day and how well my brain is cognitively responding. So, I shared with you recently that I've been doing some energy healing. And so I've been so over the moon lately because I've been able to do my piano compositions, which I'm going to play for you one tomorrow for sure. But I wasn't able to play my piano compositions for almost a full 9 months since October of 2018 when the mercury toxicity started to be a big monster in my life. And then, like I said, 2 weeks ago, recently, I did this energy healing session where we worked on blocking out the mercury toxicity, and it's been working. So that's been exciting. So I can play piano music right now of my own compositions that I actually compose from my mind. Huge, huge, huge. I can't emphasize how huge that was. I have done a couple of brain healing IVs, the phosphatidylcholine, I can't say it correctly, IVs at the Utah clinic with Julie Davis and Dr. Wright. And so that IV in particular like helps to heal brain trauma and swelling and inflammation. And it's a 4-hour IV, and I did that about 2.5 weeks ago. So I know that's playing into my ability to be composing right now. I can do my dishes and clean my bathrooms, and I can vacuum floors, and I can mop and sweep, and I can make dinners. Some days more than others, some days cleaning more than others. Again, having to do with my abilities based on my energy level, my cognitive availability, and my motivation too. Sometimes, whether you're sick or you're not sick, it's just cleaning. That's like the nemesis. But I can do those things, and I can drive on good days. I haven't been able to drive longer than 20 minutes from my home, but I can drive like to the grocery store or to take my son to a practice for a sport if it's close. Um, and I can do yoga, and I can do meditations really loose, not too much thinking meditations, like not too much um, intense meditations, but I can do meditations. I can do um, studying. I do a lot of studying, like with audiobooks, because reading is really tough for me. So, um, so those are some lists of some things I can do. I haven't really like pinned it down. I probably should have a list. Some things that are really difficult that I cannot do at times is read, write, drive, um, exercise vigorously, dance vigorously, um, mountain climb, hike for long distances, um, like any vigorous exercise, cannot do. Um, I cannot do, like when I do cleaning, I have to have really like not intense chemical smells because it really does put me into a headache or into just it will it'll flare up my symptoms. Um, I cannot. Those are the big ones: driving, writing, reading, um, work. Like with, I cannot have a job. The memory loss is too much. I cannot have to-do lists that are like intensive. I have to be really flexible with my schedule and be able to just in a moment's notice just like drop everything and have time to rest or have time to deal with a symptom. So I cannot have a really structured, intensely routine schedule for the fact that my body just doesn't seem to be able to get on one enough to actually make it be worth it. Um, I try to have a routine and structure schedule, but it's just sometimes like throws my hands up in the air because it just feels so like a joke. Because my body's just not on that same, didn't get the memo of like, okay, we're doing a routine today, we're doing structure. Um, so I am really appreciative of the things that I can do. I'm sure the list of what I can do is pretty big. So I will, because I'm making this video and I think that it'll help me to be aware of myself and aware of where I'm at. Um, I will do better at focusing on what I can do, which usually, for those of us that have chronic illnesses, one of the most comforting things is to focus on what I can do. Um, so I'm going to make extra effort to post another video of more of the things I can do, and focus on that more, um, so that I can touch base with you soon about that. Um, I can do lots of laughing and critical thinking and studying. One of the things um, I'm not able to get on a plane and travel long distances. So that's a can't, right? But a can is I can get on YouTube and travel anywhere I want to and learn about anything I want to. I had a friend that posted a picture of they were visiting the the Palace Versailles in France. They were having a vacation in Versailles, and I thought, we're in France, and I saw it, and some, how sometimes we get on these social media and everybody's life looks like so picture perfect, and like they're going on vacations and here and there, and their life is so glamorous, and then, there's just you, like, kind of in your not so fun world, looking at this person that their life looks so great on their Instagram post. But so she posted this picture about her being in France and visiting Versailles. And then, I was somewhat a little jealous and a little bit like, oh, I wished I could do that, a little bit perturbed about it. But then at the same time, I was like, she can go over to Versailles. I can too. So I got immediately like on YouTube and I did a little tour of Versailles through YouTube and I started to Google everything I could learn about. Um, Versailles, which ended up being a whole week and a half of being learning so much about French history and learning so much about the rulers of the time, which was interesting. And now I'm on this kick where, I'm unable to go to traditional school, just because of the struggle with the memory loss and the cognitive problems that I have with actually being able to like pass a test or like um, regurgitate information. But I can still study to a certain extent. And so, like, my kick right now is to study the rulers of the world and like what made them tick and what made them think. And then also, I've been really getting into Italian food and wanting to get better at mastering Italian food. So those are the two things that have kind of like sparked my interest and inspiration. And the main reason I've been interested in learning about Italian food is because I took my husband to out to eat because I said, you're getting Husband of the Year award tonight because you've just been a really great support to me through a lot of emotional roller coaster rides I've been having with sickness lately. And and I said, if we can't go to Italy, like medically too many bills and physically too sick to go to Italy, we can find establishments, eating establishments that are close, like being, in those countries and travel the world eating out, like we went to those countries. So that's kind of like our thing right now. And so we went to this Italian restaurant, and the guy's from Italy, and everybody says like eating at his restaurant like tastes just like being in Tuscany, Italy. It's homemade pasta, and it was so delicious that I kind of came back with like, well, I want to like try to make more Italian pasta homemade because it was so yummy, and just see if I in the kitchen can get kind of a base of making international foods that would be fun to make at home and learn. So that's kind of another new hobby that's opened up recently. So that's the coolest thing about the internet is that the world can come to you now and you can learn, and you don't have to be stuck into this like one mode of perspective and thinking. And so um, rather than feeling jealous, I just was like flipped it and I was like, well, I guess I'm going to go on a world vacation too through my YouTube while I'm sitting down or resting because I can't get up because I have Epstein Barr and I'm chronically fatigued. So I've been traveling the world on my bed. But hey, that's what I can do. Okay, see ya.